Alright, so I've never really verbally annotated, if that's what it's called, what I'm doing right now. One of my little art projects, but I thought, why not? Let's give this a go. So here we are with a little drawing sketch that I've been doing for an upcoming YouTube video. The background there was when I went paragliding in Colombia a couple of years ago. I thought it was it's not a detailed scene, but it's good enough just to give the green base and the blue background, although I was going for the overall colour of orange against teal-ish. So that was the theme I was going for. So here I'm just playing around with texts and the circle idea behind the background. I got a good text that I was happy with. Here's a beak that I was drawing. Not happy with the beak initially, but it was just to get a general shape for it. Trust me, the goggles and the helmet I did draw, but I just forgot to record it. But yeah, again, as you can see though, the orange fur feathers, the bird, the green hat, the yellow beak, again staying in that teal and orange theme. Even the windscreen and the text colours also. But yeah, I was happy with the overall shape of the aircraft. Just happy to say that I drew that from my imagination. Didn't have to copy anything, which is quite nice. And I thought the little intake, the jet intake at the front, kind of looked similar to a bird as well. I thought that was quite a cool little thing. That wasn't intended, but it just came that way. So yeah, adding the port and starboard lights, and here it is, the new beak that I much enjoyed. I did actually reference that from another drawing I'd seen. But that looked a lot more chirpier, a lot happier. And same with the beak of the aircraft. Again, that ended up looking chirpier and happier as well. And then here was hours of playing around with shading and whatnot. Oh, before that, I gave him a scarf. I thought the teal and orange was a lovely mix, but it just needed a bit of, va-va-voom for the bird. So that purple scarf, I just sketched it, but the sketch looked a bit cool, so I kept that in. Here's a control column that I did copy from an image online. Didn't trace it though, just copied it. The wings, again, they were just made up, but they were alright, not too bad. But yeah, and as you probably saw behind, I couldn't think of what to have the circle in the background. It just looked too empty, too flat. Then of course I thought, what could be circular with an aircraft? Obviously a jet engine, a turbine. I mean, anyway, that took me like weeks to figure out. But yeah, I think I love it. It adds like a nice twist. It's a nice contrast. And as you can see from the top right of the picture, the little light source, which is I'm adding to the aircraft, the bird, and a little bit to the jet engine as well, the turbine blades. So yeah, a little pitot tube, and then some afterburners. But basically, that some little contrails coming off as well. The afterburners came out, yeah, they were quite nice. I had no idea what I was doing with these, so I just kept on adding stuff and blurring it and Gaussian blur until something came out. And then yeah, it gave I think it gives quite a cool effect, a little speed effect. I left the main aircraft a bit blurry as well, just to give the idea of travel, of motion. But all in all, I'm very happy with the overall result. So there we are, climbing with Chris.